Hey guys, Nick here, LastStopReviews. Here today looking at the Speck TuckPack, which is a dual-purpose laptop carrying case. Now the reason I say dual-purpose is because it can either be used A, as a sleeve that just goes in a bag, or it also has a shoulder strap on it so you can use it just as a bag itself. But overall guys, this is $40 at Speck's website, and I have really enjoyed using this. This has been my go-to bag for about a week and a half now, and I have no regrets with it. It carries my laptop perfectly, it carries a couple of accessories, and that's about it. It's definitely not for someone who is going to be carrying a bunch of items, but for someone like me who maybe just needs the charger and the laptop, it does its job really nicely, and I've loved using this, guys. So let's just jump up to close-up cam so I can show you A, the insides and outs of this, and B, what all can fit in this. Okay guys, so as I was mentioning, this is going to be a two-part review. Part one will be just going over the bag, some of the features of it, and then part two will be going over what will fit in the bag. Now I'm going to be filming a few different scenarios for whether you're a student, whether you're just a weekend traveler and you have your Macbook accessories, but let's just dive right into this. First of all, you can see that this is the pinstripe design. It comes in three designs. It has the pinstripe, the gray pixelated look, and then a purple striped look. But cracking this open, you can see there's Velcro on both corners, and which just holds on to the Velcro strip on the bottom. Now the reason I'm actually really happy that they went with just the corners on this is because a lot of times when bag companies go with Velcro all the way across the top, you don't use all the Velcro, so you end up getting little strings stuck in there, and eventually that stuff builds up and the Velcro pretty much becomes useless. So I'm really hoping with just the two corner tabs on here, it won't have enough time, these will be connected enough of the time that there won't be a lot of stuff to be building up, so you won't have the issue with the Velcro stop working. But getting into the laptop compartment on this, it has a really soft, I'm not even sure what the fabric is. I looked inside it says it's a poly cotton blend, so I'm really not quite sure what fabric it is exactly, but it's extremely soft, where even if you don't have a case on your laptop, if you just use the MacBook on its own, whether it be the plastic or the unibody, you're not going to have any worries putting it in here because it is very soft. It goes all the way to the bottom, and they actually have it so it's just a flat bottom. There's really not a lot of stitching showing, so even if there was like a rough stitch sticking up, you're not going to have any scratches because of that. But that's pretty much it for the laptop department, and then you just have this little accessory pouch on the front which has a little Velcro here and Velcro here. Now, if you are using this for magazines or really anything of that size, the Velcro is not going to work because the magazines do come up pretty much right here to the top. But if you're using it for just your power brick, something like that, it's going to work really nicely. But let's close that up because that's pretty much for the inside. And now I want to talk about the strap system on this. I was actually really impressed with this for the simple fact that the straps, A, can be removed, so you can use it as just a sleeve if you want, and the thing I loved most about the straps was the fact that they made it so the straps can only go in one way. You can see they have these little tabs here on this side, but nothing to catch on the back side. So the really nice thing about that is for any of you guys who have taken your straps off of your bags and then put them back on and taken them off again because you end up getting one of these numbers in there, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So I was really impressed with that. Now the one thing I really wish that Speck would have done with this, which they did on their core pack, is include a little handle right here that can either be concealed or just stays there. The reason for that being is this is a really nice sleeve, and say you don't want to use the straps but you don't want to throw it in a bag, I think it would have been really nice just to have a little handle right here to carry it as you go, kind of like a briefcase in a way. But even without that, I'm still really happy with this product. It's a no-brainer in my opinion for $40. But just really quick, I want to touch on the strap here. It's actually not the regular strap you guys see. It's not the braided kind. It's actually, well, it's like a seat belt, to be perfectly honest. Let me see if I can't get up here close here where you guys can see that. It's the same type of, I don't know, strap as a seat belt, so it's really comfortable to use. It doesn't cut into you at all, and it's going to be extremely durable. I'm going to have no issues with this breaking on me at any point in time. And then of course the pad on for the shoulder is pretty good. It distributes weight pretty evenly across all of it, so you don't get one heavy point on your shoulder, but it's a pad. It's cushion. It works pretty well. But guys, that's it for the first part of this review over the bag. So let's just jump up to the second part and really show you what will fit in this in a few different ways. Okay guys, so for this part I'm actually going to do a few different things. I'm going to do it with notebooks and magazines for one, accessories with another, and then one with and without the laptop case on, just so you can see really what all can fit in multiple circumstances. So let's just go ahead and crack this open. First thing is MacBook with a case on it, and it slides in no problem at all because of soft material. And then let's just see how much can fit in here. But as you guys can see, this is a full magazine and it goes in no problem. So if you're a student and you carry notebooks around with you, this will fit really well for you. The only issue with this though is that if you're putting a full magazine in, the Velcro right here will be blocked, so you're not going to get that sealed. But all in all, that's not a huge deal. But let's just pretty much just going to keep filling this thing up until it feels like it's not going to hold anymore, at which point, and we might be there. Let's see. Well, that is two spiral notebooks, a folder, and two magazines, and it's the point where it'll seal, but it's not going to seal that well. So that for you students, that's pretty much what you're going to be able to fit in there at the most. I'd almost say ditch one thing and to get that closed better off. But so that's what'll fit in there as far as notebooks and whatnot goes. Now let's go ahead and pull out some accessories and see what'll fit in there that way. Okay, as far as accessories go, the MacBook is still in here, and I'm just going to really take the essentials, which is the power charger, if absolutely necessary, the extension cable, just in case you're in a classroom and the closest outlet's halfway across the room. If you're a graphics student, you always need a good mouse. And lastly, let's throw in the iPhone. And I am honestly not sure this one, actually, that will close, but as you guys will see, you're going to have an issue with. It's definitely going to be bulging in some areas. It's not going to be that nice sleek design, but that's really all you're going to be able to fit in here because that is stretching it pretty much. So just take that into consideration when you're getting this, that if you need the external mouse, the battery, the power supply and all that, it will be a tight fit, so it's not going to be a nice sleek design. But now I want to take the cover off to see if that makes any difference really. Okay guys, so I've taken the case off of the MacBook, so I'm hoping that'll add even a few extra millimeters where I can maybe squeeze in another notebook or another magazine or just something. So let's go ahead and fill it back up with what I had in there the first time, which is the folder, 2 iPhone Life magazines, and 2 notebooks, and see how well it closes compared to the first time. You know what, I'm going to stagger these, see if that might help just a little bit. Put more of the bulk towards the bottom. Alright, so let's try closing this up again, and it definitely does close a little better, and it might just be the fact that I pulled a little bit more on it, but you do gain a couple of millimeters, so if you don't have a case on there, you can definitely get away with having a couple magazines, a few notebooks, and a folder in here. So if you're a student and you don't carry your books to school every day, but you always carry your laptop and a couple of binders, well, not binders, but you carry a couple of notebooks, this will work for you. And I think it's a really nice, sleek design where even with that stuff in there, since it is flat items in there, it still keeps a nice, sleek look to it. But guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. This was the Speck TuckPack, $40 at Speck's website. Of course, the link will be in the comment box, and I will check you guys later.